Welcome to part 1 of our laser training series, where science meets real-world clinical application. In this foundational session, we'll explore the physics behind lasers, how wavelengths affect depth and target selectivity, and the fascinating ways lasers interact with the human body's tissues. Whether you're a clinician, technician, or just starting out in the field of laser medicine, understanding these core principles is the key to safe, effective, and results-driven treatments. We'll break down complex concepts like coherence, collimation, and monochromaticity into simple language and help you see why not all lasers are created equal. By the end of this session, you'll understand how choosing the right wavelength can influence tissue response, whether it's for heating, breaking apart pigment, or stimulating repair. Let's begin your journey into the science of light. This is more than just laser physics. This is the foundation of clinical excellence.
This training video is the intellectual property of VMS's, Ventura MedTech Solutions, LLC. No part of this content may be copied, reproduced, or distributed without written permission. This material is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for formal clinical training or certification. Always follow local regulations, manufacturer protocols, and ANSI laser safety standards. The author assumes no responsibility for misuse or misapplication of the information provided.
Section 1. The acronym LASER stands for light, amplification by the stimulated emission of radiation. Lasers have three unique properties. Monochromatic, unlike sunlight or a bulb, it does not have a mix of colors. Coherent is like a marching band performing in sync. Collimated, it is why laser pointers can shine very far without getting blurry. Different wavelengths reach different depths and target specific chromophores like melanin, hemoglobin, and water. Understanding this is key to selecting the right laser for the job. Lasers are powerful tools in aesthetic and medical treatments, but not all lasers are created equal. One of the most important differences? Wavelength and ablativeness. Let's break it down. Laser wavelength refers to the type of light energy used, measured in nanometers. But what's more important for clinical results is whether it's non-ablative, fractional ablative, or fully ablative. Non-ablative are lasers that emit wavelengths does not cut tissue. These are some of the common wavelengths used. 1064 nanometers Nd:YAG targets pigment and vascular lesions. Safe for darker skin tones. No ablation, deep penetration. 1320 nanometer Nd:YAG stimulates collagen, used for mild tightening and acne scars. 1440, 1540 nanometers. Erbium glass targets water in the dermis, improves texture and fine lines with minimal recovery. 1550 nanometers erbium glass, fractional non-ablative resurfacing, improves wrinkles, tone, and scarring, minimal downtime. 1927 nanometers thulium YAG, still non-ablative but more superficial, great for melasma, sun damage, and skin brightening. When a fractional laser hits the skin, it doesn't treat the entire surface. Instead, it creates many pinpointed columns of heat. These are the microthermal zones. Surrounding each zone is untreated skin that helps speed up healing. Some of the most common wavelengths used are 2940 nanometers. YAR, highly absorbed by water, creates precise microcolumns of ablation, excellent for fine lines and moderate wrinkles. 10,600 nanometers CO2 fractional mode, more aggressive than erbium YAG, reaches deeper, used for significant skin tightening and texture improvement. When it comes to resurfacing the skin, fully ablative lasers are the gold standard for delivering dramatic results. But what exactly does fully ablative mean, and is it right for every patient? Unlike fractional lasers that treat tiny columns of skin, fully ablative lasers remove 100% of the epidermis in the treated area, and often a portion of the upper dermis. Think of it like stripping and refinishing hardwood floors. The top layers are completely removed to reveal a fresh, even surface. That's what ablative lasers do to your skin. Section 2, Tissue Effects. To truly understand lasers, we must first explore how they interact with tissue and the core principles that govern those effects. Have you ever wondered how light triggers changes in our skin during laser treatments? Well, that magic starts with the laws of photochemistry, and today we'll break them down in the simplest way possible. Let's start with the first law of photochemistry, also called the Grotthuss-Draper law. In simple terms, it's like sending a text to the wrong number, and if no one gets it, there's no reaction. Now, the second law, called the Stark-Einstein law. This means one photon can trigger one reaction. It's a one-to-one deal. No shortcuts. Section 2A. Lasers are powerful tools in medicine and aesthetics, but how do they actually work on our skin and tissue? It all comes down to four main effects: photothermal, photoacoustic, photochemical, and photomechanical. Let's break each one down. First up, photothermal. When laser energy is absorbed by the skin, it turns into heat. That heat can destroy hair follicles, coagulate blood vessels, or even vaporize tissue, depending on the temperature. Think of this as using heat to achieve precision. Next is photochemical. Unlike heat based effects, this one works at a cellular level. The laser triggers chemical reactions, like stimulating healing, reducing inflammation, or activating medications. It's used in low level laser therapy and photodynamic treatments. Then there's photomechanical. This is about force. Laser pulses deliver high energy in a short time, causing mechanical disruption. It's like a microscopic explosion inside the tissue, breaking apart structures with precision. Photoacoustic effects happen when superfast laser pulses cause tiny shock waves. These break apart pigment or ink in things like tattoo removal without damaging the surrounding skin.
So there you have it, the four main ways lasers interact with the body: heat with photothermal, chemistry with photochemical, shockwaves with photoacoustic, and force with photomechanical. Each effect serves a specific purpose, and choosing the right laser depends on the desired result. From aesthetics to surgery, knowing the science makes all the difference. Licensing notice. If you are interested in licensing this content for educational or commercial use, please contact us using the information provided above.